Hi, my name is Tish. I'm from Brighton, England, and I stand with Rob Will. In 2000, Robert Will was arrested for the murder of a Harris County deputy in Houston, Texas. After a 2.5-week trial, represented by shamefully negligent defense counsel, Robert was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to death. Robert has always proclaimed his innocence, insisting it was another individual that shot Deputy Hill. Since his conviction, no less than 5 witnesses have come forward supporting Robert's claim that this individual has confessed repeatedly to being the shooter. There is no DNA evidence and there is no gunshot residue to tie Robert to the crime. And in fact, according to the police radio logs, Robert was handcuffed and in police custody at the time of the shooting. Had his counsel not been completely ineffective at his time of trial and his subsequent appeal, I have no doubt that Robert would not be on death row right now. I came to be aware of Robert's case in the summer of 2011. I was researching wrongful conviction cases online, and I was shocked and horrified by the very idea that the United States government could so readily execute a person without a fair trial. They were ultimately unsure that the person actually did the crime of which they had been convicted. Rob's story drove me to a few solid days of researching his case. And then in the weeks following, I really began to read his blog very avidly. I was captivated by his diary from death row, and even more astounded by what a remarkable young man he seemed to be. Not only had Rob not been broken, but he'd not become bitter about the terrible injustice that he had faced. And more amazing than that, he was actually creating beautiful works of art and actively fighting the truly hellish conditions of death row. I was really inspired by the action he was taking with very little regard for his own well-being, but I was also really saddened by his loss. He had missed out on so much of his life, and so much of his son's life too. Robert is a very gifted artist and writer. This is clearly evident on his website, freerobwill.org. His love of art was really the inspiration for our new website, From Art to Freedom. Artists from around the world have come together in support of Robert Will by donating their original artwork to raise desperately needed money for his defence fund. If you're an artist, please visit From Art to Freedom for details on how you can donate. Art lovers, you will also find many beautiful works of art for sale, and please know that 100% of the profits will go directly to Rob's defence fund. Rob has the support of many people all over the world, but he still needs your support in his struggle for freedom. Please visit freerobwill.org to find out more about Robert Will and how you can be an important part of saving his life. I stand with Rob Will. Will you?